How long gone? What's your fucking date of birth? A beautiful day in New York, Jason. It's touching 80. We're
Fuck you.
This could be the shorts out here. You know what I mean? And they're not necessarily season jumping. It feels appropriate. I'm sure it'll be fleeting.
It's a bit fleeting, huh?
It's a bit fleeting, isn't it?
Okay, well, I went from raining in Paris to gloomy in London, but it's dry.
I mean, any dry I can deal with. Also, London gloomy is how God intended. You know what I mean? That's sort of, it's not what we like necessarily, but that is what they've been blessed with historically.
It's a base level.
Just something light, just a little base level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we did our last night in Paris. We rode the bike over to the Eiffel Tower. Check that thing out. They light it up at night and they do a laser show. Nobody cares about it until it lights with like the little lasers.
You really did this?
Uh-huh.
Wow, man, that's worse than Jimmy Butler wearing aloe to the Met Gala. But I know why. I know why you did it. I've never been to the tower, and there was a lot of people there who are interested in selling me bottles of wine and cigarettes. And then when I said, No, I'm good. All I had to do was look at them, and they were just on me like white on rice. They started, it was a basmati rice, and these guys were after me, and they're like, my friend, no cigarettes? I'm like, no, I'm good. I don't want to buy cigarettes from you. It's not like a hard thing to find. In this, yeah.
I mean?
Your upcharge is not for any good reason. I can kind of get those wherever.
But I was imagining all the people who we finally get off the tube, we make it, we're at the Eiffel Tower. God, I could go for a cigarette right now. Nothing would make the tower better than a cig. Anyway, so they're following us all around the park, and they're like, my friend, I have other things too. I was just imagining how bad the coke must be from the guy who sells the little
that's like
meth head Eiffel Tower statuettes.
Can't be worse than the weed you get from the Jamaican cab driver.
No, very true. But afterwards, we were like, okay, let's get a little drink, and we went over. There was a bar. The bar was sort of floating on the river. I think it was called Frenchette. Similar to, I don't think it's any relation to the Tribeca.
I was at Tribeca's Frenchette last night, 9:15, table for 7. Ask me how I'm feeling.
Oh, well, that's okay. Better or worse than my Frenchette experience? Table for 7 at 9:15, you say?
Yeah.
Wow, this is in the red zone for Chris Black, I gotta say. There's a lot of
extremely red zone.
Okay, so we said we go up, we get a table. And we're on the roof deck. We're on the Lido deck because we want to have smoke a fag and have a martini. We go up, and there's maybe 400 people up there, and there's one waitress. She's like 19, and she finally makes her way over after like 20 minutes, and she's like, "What do you guys want to drink?" And we're like, "Just 2 martinis, Grey Goose." There was Grey Goose or Ciroc were the 2 vodka options. We're like, "We'll go Grey Goose."
Crazy
martinis.
you didn't. While our man's in jail, you can't even... Bro, that's... Okay, we'll talk about that later. That's crazy not to show love.
Currently rehabilitating their image right now, but until then... Anyway, we're like, yeah, two martinis. And she goes, 2 martinis? And we're like, yeah? And she goes, pornstar or espresso? She had never heard of a regular martini.
That's the coolest thing you could have said when you're at a tourist trap in Paris. That is actually... That's I would say that's reassuring, honestly.
It lets the wrong person know that they're in the right place.
Yeah, that's cool as hell. So you said fuck it and said let me get porn star?
No, we all share a laugh at the confusion, and we're like, let's just vodka. Let's not get tricky. We just say vodka, no vermouth, no. We don't need to say coldest space bruised and blah blah blah. Rinse of nothing, just vodka, lemon twist, no vermouth, just the simplest drink. It's a 1 ingredient drink with ice. 20 minutes later, comes back and she goes, the barman says we're all out of Grey Goose. Is Ciroc okay? And then we just got up and left.
Wow. Okay, diva.
Bro, I'm come on. I mean, like when you're at a tourist trap bar and you're like,
I can't believe.
I'm not gonna wait 47 minutes for a martini.
I gotta be honest. I think I've been to Paris 30 times. I've never seen the Eiffel Tower up close. So I am proud of you. I could. That is like the last thing on earth I want to do anywhere.
Yeah.
But I'm proud of you for doing that.
It is giving Hollywood sign.
It's giving. I've also never seen that up close. I've never done that hike. who cares? I can see it from the road. You know what I mean? I can see it in movies. I don't know.
But Carolyn knew that I would be down to go anywhere as long as it's on two wheels. She knows me too well. So I was pleased as punch zipping across town on the old Limey, but then unfortunately on the way home we're shoving off back to Chez Omar for flavors of Africa, and then it started raining. So we had like a nice 27-minute bike ride in the rain, and I felt bad for Carolyn because it was some all-weather conditions that she was not used to. I of course have done it, you name it, I've done it on a bike.
Of course. Yeah, I don't want to start naming things. I'm afraid of what afraid of the answers I would get. You know what I mean? Done it all, you say? Okay, well,
all of it.
You know what?
No anal.
Let's cancel our guest.
Look, I've topped on two wheels, never bottomed on two wheels. It's just damn right dangerous.
Yeah, I finally had something I liked at Frenchette, which was a surprise.
Oh,
so yeah, there was
go on.
There was just a nice trout there that was good that I wasn't expecting. The French
had a nice little piece of fish head with no cannons.
French fries were good. I've eaten at Frenchette twice in my life, and it was one of those places I vowed to never go back. And I went back, and I still probably won't go back, but I did like it a lot more.
You're gonna keep not going back to Frenchette every 3 years for the rest of your life?
Probably. I mean, it's so close. You know what I mean? But
we're gonna be senior citizen podcasters. Gonna be like, I've never been to France. Well, I went to Frenchette again. I've only been 17 times.
And in the last 40 years. I mean, it was busy. It was busy as hell though. They had like a half buyout situation. I couldn't tell what was going on, but it looked suspiciously like maybe like a Republican wine club, which is I don't have any hard evidence at all. But it was like old white guys in suits, and there was a lot of wine. Like people, a guy would come up and say what the wine was and then pour it. But there was some sort of American flag like banner that they had brought in, but I couldn't read the words on it.
So it wasn't a young Republicans gathering at the Long House.
No, these guys were old as hell. But
so this was their nan and grand.
But I feel like a cool New York Republican would want to go to Frenchette because like the food's great, the wine's great. It kind of made sense. I didn't.
They don't have any food from brown people there. Just good old regular Caucasian Frenchies.
Just butter stuff. But
butter and bread. I think I can get my head around that.
I can finally wrap my head around this. Damn spices are fucking me up.
I won't eat none of your couse or anything like that.
Couse. Yeah, but it was 9:15 because the GQ party started at 11. And if I don't do it, because I was at the Pierre shooting Tom Brown stuff until like 7, and then there was like that 2-hour window where I was on the couch for like, can he do it? You know what I mean? Is he going to make it? Is he going to be able to get up
without any performance? And you had to do it natty.
That's the problem that I'm doing it natty, and I don't even like doing espresso at night because it just doesn't really do anything. It's diminishing returns, and I feel like the mental part of it will fuck me up more than the physical.
Right. The cons of you not being able to go to sleep later will greatly outweigh the 7% energy boost that you get for 14 minutes.
Yeah, the 7% battery in my back that I get when I walk in is not worth it. But
I'm currently drinking a 3-shot Cortado at 4 p.m.
That's 4 p.m. is the cutoff, though, and you got a big night, so you got to kind of 4 p.m. I feel like is okay.
Well, I mean, my work day begins today, so I will record about fashion's biggest night, about how actually fashion can be art, and then get my edit on, baby.
I mean, honestly, I would love to sit inside today and be in front of the computer. That's the fucking.
Wait, you don't get to be?
I do a little bit right after, but then I got to run. Rostam is doing a screening of he did that live doc at Sound City, and that is tonight. And I am moderating with him and the director, who's a 28-year-old former college football player. So I wonder why Rostam hired him. I haven't seen him yet, but
I have his moderating skills.
I have some ideas that he's a great director. No shade, but I'm saying I wonder if maybe he's got a little
all
body
7
on him.
inches of his moderating skills.
I wonder if he has a body on him too. Oh God. All right, but look. So I was at Ground Zero a little bit yesterday. I saw some unbelievable stuff, as you can imagine.
Yeah, you were there with the contacts.
Yeah, I was with
shooting.
I was with the Yeah, with who was it? We had Bill Skarsgård, too good looking. Like the guy, he looks kind of evil in a hot Swedish way.
Of course.
The Rock, of course. DJ, our boy.
With Bill, it's gonna hurt, but you're okay with it.
Olivia Wilde, Marcelo Hernandez. Who else was that? I can't remember who else was there.
Marcelo's chick, beautiful woman.
Beautiful. He's doing well for himself. All right, goofy ass boy.
Okay, you intro. I have to answer our phone. Sorry.
Get the phone's calling. All right.
Hello. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm on a call right now. Can you come back in 1 hour? Thanks, mate.
Our guest today is Lynette Nylander, a friend of ours who came on last year. She's the executive digital director at Harper's Bazaar. She also is now a podcaster.
Yeah, you've probably seen her clips all over TikTok with her and one Chloe Sevigny.
Yeah, must be nice.
Must be nice. Well, after the How Long Gone episode, she was immediately pulled up to the ranks so she could pod with Chloe.
The Hearst Corporation saw what they had and they couldn't resist any longer. All right, but let's get Lynette on the horn because she swore to me that she was going to let it spray this year. But
yeah, I remember last year she's like, "Who the fuck are these guys?" They're talking a little sideways, and then afterwards she's like, I see what time it is. If you have us back the next year, she understands the assignment now.
I hope there's some good. I hope she can explain to me why 14 people wore breastplates with fake nipples, but that's a whole different thing. Let's give her a call. All right, Lynette, thank you for joining us on How Long Gone. And you're in the war room. You have an office with a door that closes, don't you?
I do. It was hard fought for. It has a cracked window on the 25th floor, but it's an office nonetheless. I'm very appreciative.
Okay, so yeah, you are in the war room. You're in one of the fashion capitals of the world. Just the smoke is still settling from the Met Gala. We chatted 1 year ago. I was actually looking at the episode notes, just a little peek down memory lane, and one of them was what's his name? Who's the F1 driver that Kardashian's dating?
Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah, one of the questions was, who's Lewis Hamilton's new beard going to be next year? And wouldn't you know it, the prophecy was fulfilled. One of the queen of, that's top beard right there, right?
That's the number one beard in the game. Yeah. And I think that says a lot about Lewis.
I agree. Guys, you got to stop. We got to stop. So yes, but I mean, he didn't make an appearance. We can't talk about him this year. He wasn't there. They didn't do the whole couple debut thing. And I actually thought she would because she's down for that. Do you remember the year or the 6 months she was dating Pete Davidson and she went to the Met with him? That was, she was down for that.
Pete Davidson recently single. So he had a new baby with this chick who is dated multiple celebrities, and crazily enough, it didn't work out. Lynette.
She dated? I didn't know. Is she a serial celeb?
Oh, she belonged to the celeb streets.
What do you know? Okay, what do you know? What are you saying? What's the information?
You can find all this info on Google pretty easily, but yeah, she's been around. She's
legendary stickman.
She's a juggy gal on the internet.
Okay.
We're talking Benny Blanco, Sudeikis. She's got range, and I don't even know. Jason probably knows others that he's not willing to say.
She likes the guy that can make her laugh. But so it's interesting that you brought that up because we got Lewis Hamilton, a respected, wealthy, very famous, very put together, intelligent athlete and celebrity. And you got Pete Davidson, a guy with the worst tattoos in the world, drug problems, blah, 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 blah. They're dating for 3 months, and Kim K's like, "You're coming on the carpet with me." And then Lewis Hamilton, she says, "You stay home and play Xbox with your friends." There's got to be one factor and it's got to be dick, right? What do you think, Lynette?
Oh, good question.
I'm sorry. Okay, repeat. I just want to be clear of what you said.
I'm saying you bring a guy on the red carpet on the Met Gala after a few months dating. He's laying the pipe down versus
he's hitting it right.
Yeah, Lil Hamilton, he's still in turn 3. He hasn't come around yet. Pete's already hit the showers. Woo! So all it is to say, Lynette, Chris and I have never been fucked by a dick, big or small. Is that true power where you're like...
Do you think it's love or do you think it's lust, I guess, is the real question here.
Kim doesn't even... the dick is so nice, you don't even think about, do I need to ask if the plus one... the guy's just coming,
I think you guys are thinking about it all wrong.
You don't say.
I can't believe I'm even having an adult conversation about this.
Tell us how we should be thinking about it.
I don't know why I know this, but I have heard that Pete Davidson is very well endowed.
We all have. That's his whole thing.
Wow, a tall, skinny white guy with a big
White
dick.
boy
Wow,
come in
weird.
swinging. White boy come in swinging.
Look, I'm just here.
Working with a monster.
I'm just laying down the facts. I think so. You're there for a good time. You're not there for a long time. That's why Pete showed up. I think that Lewis not coming is a preservation of Kim wanting to be like, this is real. This is a thing. We don't just like flaunt this on the red carpet for everybody to see. I think that's actually like you're thinking about it in the wrong way. I think that probably means Lewis is a keeper.
I think you might. I hate to give you your women's logic credit, but I think in this instance you could be right and we could be wrong.
Okay, we presented the straight guy logic. You presented the female logic. I'm about to present the homo logic. Lewis did not go with her look, so Lewis doesn't come along this year.
Oh, also, Paul, they couldn't get custom in time.
She's showing up with the orange fucking dominatrix tube harness thing, and Lewis is like, I have like the gayest suit ever with a brooch on it, and she's like, you know, maybe you stay home tonight.
What did she wear?
She wore custom Alan Jones. He's an artist. He's really famous for that fetish furniture that you might have seen of lore. She worked directly with him. She went going with an actual designer. Kim in the past has gone with John Galliano. She's gone with Thierry Mugler, the late Thierry Mugler. She's gone with famously went with Givenchy in the floral Mrs. Doubtfire dress.
Was that when Ricardo was smashing Ye? Is that period when they are out of the
that was yet to be proven.
Of course. No, this is all, Lynette, we're on the record as speculators.
You and your Reddit conspiracies.
This ain't Reddit conspiracy. This is my brain. This is what people tell me. This is what the streets are saying.
Chris has Reddit blocked on his website. How dare you?
I got Reddit blocked on all my devices. I get this knowledge from the streets. I'm tapped in with the people.
Okay, do you think the Mrs. Doubtfire full kit stays on during sex?
I think that would be a great if she wanted to. I think that would be great. I why not? I'd do that.
Yeah, sure. Because they're taking it back. I mean, you only got hours.
Would you do the voice too? Would you do the voice if I asked for it?
Oh, no pets.
All right. Well, look, I don't even remember what Kim looked like, but we started the show with a little joke about Jimmy Butler because he wore aloe, which is the most offensive thing I think anybody could possibly do.
He wore aloe?
In a very atrocious fit to begin with until you see the aloe logo hit on the arm, pushes it over, no question, worst dress.
Wow, I have to say I didn't see that. I'm looking that up now. Wow, what a way to go.
It's a shame because Butler's a good-looking guy, good body. It's all you agree, right?
Great. Look, he's beautiful. It didn't have to be this way.
I wouldn't mind dressing that mannequin. Am I wrong?
Yeah, that's a mannequin I wouldn't mind polishing.
He could leave his aloe sneakers under my bed anytime. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk about, because people were up in arms about the Bezos. Bezos broke off 10 mil, so he got to bring his chick. She's hanging out with Anna. I personally, Amazon's been buying tables at the Met Gala since 2012, but now people are mad about it. I think it's a little bit like he paid the cost to be the boss, whether he's an evil man or not. He donated $10 million to the cause, which I feel like is being sort of forgotten because people don't like him. But I don't. Isn't that isn't that just sort of how this game is played?
You bring up a really good point, which is that Amazon fashion have been yes, it hasn't been. This is the first year it's ever been Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez Bezos.
Yes,
that is that's a big statement. It's obviously a big boy move from them to say, we're here. This is not an Amazon funded thing. This is like we as a family, we as a couple are privately funding this Met Gala. It's probably a move to put Lauren Sanchez Bezos in more of the societal circle she's looking to be in. But to your point, Chris, Amazon have been funding. They have underwritten the Met Gala before. Amazon Fashion, when that was a big thing, they had completely underwritten the Met Gala. Listen, if we really wanted to unpick the funny money behind the Met Gala, we'd be doing it. It would be a mind map beyond.
We ain't got time for all that.
Of our comprehension. We really don't have time for all that.
I would say the difference is, yes, they've been quietly funding it behind closed doors for the last 12, 15 years, quietly doing it, and now her face is the face of Amazon. So like this big, this elephant in the room now has a face, and it's mostly silicone, and things aren't working out well in terms of hair, body, clothes, etc.
What was she wearing?
She was wearing Schiaparelli by Daniel Roseberry.
Yeah, it didn't look very Schiaparelli-ish to me. I feel like there was no. It was was the Schiaparelli part on the back? You know what I'm saying? Was there some sort of like?
It was intermix for Schiaparelli.
It was inspired by a painting. Was it Leonard Carrington? Hold on. I mean, I'm just here to come through with the facts, guys. No, it wasn't Leonard Carrington. That was Madonna. Hold on, let me find this out. Lauren Sanchez.
The painting was a navy blue canvas, solid.
It was Sargent. It was a Madam X. Yes, it was. She worked with him, and he was inspired by this painting and fit her. I mean, I think it's a bit of a stretch. I think she has a certain way she likes to look. It's titties high, waist in.
Let's go, bitch. Who doesn't want titties high and waist snatched?
Listen. I am into the more conceptual look, but it's what she gives. The hair was blown out. There was no concept.
But Lynette, let's be honest, Lynette. The titties out, titties up, waist snatched. That feels like a more classic look than any Met Gala. I mean, that is what everybody wants. Am I wrong?
Yeah, but the problem is with her, she wants you can't dress like a network weather girl for your entire life. Once you hit a certain age,
yeah,
it's frankly pathetic when you start trying to look 27 when you're.
I kind of agree. It's like it's cool. I don't think there's anything bad about it. Her wanting to look kind of Botticelli-esque. She wants to give that.
For the people at home, Lynette is kind of moving her body like to show.
Yeah, you said Botticelli with your mouth, and you said body T-celli with your hands.
That's exactly what she did. Well, all right. In extreme contrast to Lauren Sanchez Bezos, Sarah Paulson wore what looks to be a custom dollar bill over her eyes as a protest to the 1%.
That was Banksy for Schiaparelli, I believe. Yes.
Was that discussed? Did she say protest to the 1%?
I mean, I don't know what else that could be because it looks stupid.
Well, let me come in with some facts.
All right, take me to church.
This is material for Carls. They are they were formerly known as fecal matter on Instagram. If you ever,
I'm familiar with fecal matter on Instagram as well as in real life.
Period.
Oh, good grief! And they now have a line out of Paris that's kind of backed by the Comme des Garçons group. They showed these collection of dresses in Paris in March, and they showed it with the dollar bill. And I can't remember what the actual collection is called, but I was there. It was a collection kind of dedicated to sex, power, money, and fetish. And so the models had these dollar bills on there. So when I'm saying I don't think it was a custom thing, it's kind of how it was shown on the runway. But her choice to wear it, to wear the dollar bill probably does speak to some, deeper meaning.
I like the dress. I think the dress is cool.
I do too.
I don't know, man. I just think that like if you want to protest, you either don't go, or you can't do both. You can't go and then be like, all these people are so bad, and then be like, what time is my sprinter coming? You know what I mean?
She's the call is coming from inside the 1%, is what we're saying.
Yeah.
What time? Yeah, where the canapes at?
Do you guys have tuna tartare, or is it just beef? Yeah, it doesn't feel real. I don't know, but. So I want to keep. All right, Sabrina Carpenter and Custom Dior film strips. With a little headpiece. She got a little headpiece on.
Yeah.
I'm weirdly okay with this. I don't know why. I hate themes. I think themes are loser behavior. And everybody should just look hot. But I do think this feels maybe too on the nose. Is that possible?
This one kind of confused me, to be honest. So the film strips are of the film Sabrina.
The Teenage Witch, of course, a classic of our youth.
The Teenage Witch, not the movie, the Teenage Witch, the real hit of our times. And this was Jonathan Anderson's Dior. I mean, I need someone to hit me with the art in this. Like, I'm looking.
You need the Carfax on the art here.
I'm just a little bit.
Her shoes are giving cocktail waitress at the box, which sort of throws it off for me a little bit. But I like Sabrina Carpenter. You know what? I've come full circle on Sabrina Carpenter. I like her. I think she's dating Joe Keery, friend of the program, known as musician Joe. And I like that for both of them.
I think that's Dijik.
Exactly. I think it's cool. And I'm happy for her. The shoes, I don't love the shoes, but overall, I think that it looks, you know what it is? It looks extremely well made.
It looks extremely well made. And it was a swing. At least she tried to do something.
Yeah, that's true.
She didn't just, the hair is a choice, but like at least she did try and kind of think outside the box. I'm confused as how it relates to art. That bit is like missing.
Well,
for
because
me,
film is art.
Yes,
Lynette.
some people, not
film
me.
The way fashion is art.
Okay, thank you, Jason. Thank you. News at 11.
I didn't mean to gag you like that. I'm sorry.
I didn't mean to. All right. There are some things. I think Hunter Schafer in the Prada, my queen. Yeah. I don't even love this dress, but I'm just a Hunter Schafer head, so I'm happy whenever she's out. And speaking of usually she's got the titties out, but this was pretty. I would say demure. Would you say, Lynette?
I agree. And listen, this is a Hunter Schafer household.
Yep.
It really is here.
Yeah, there will be no blasphemy on our queen. Our queen. This was Prada. And it was inspired by a Gustav Klimt painting. If you Google it, it's like, and you'll recognize the girl, and it's like clear.
Yeah.
They have just paid homage to that. I mean, she's just such a delight. And again, she can pull off, her and Dara are just so in the pocket. And like she can do things that other people can't do. It's cutesy, but again, she like had a reference, did it. I don't hate it.
Okay, I don't hate it from Lynette. That's a stamp of approval.
I don't hate it either. One of the I would say maybe the best example of the model looking better than the reference artwork that it was referencing.
Exactly.
If that makes sense.
I thought Paloma looked good. Obviously, we're biased, but I thought that was really nice too.
We are biased, but we are also fair. You know what I mean? Like
tough but fair. That's how they describe this podcast. Tough but fair.
How do you feel about the diamond crusted earpiece?
It's given drippy. It's given. You got jewelry. I got real body parts. It's giving that. I mean, I love this. Yes, full disclosure to listeners at home, Paloma is a good friend of mine, but I really honestly thought this was one of the best dresses of the night, and it's actually got such a sick story. Francesco Rizzo was formerly the creative director of Marni.
He's a kooky little freak too, so I'm glad to see him pulling something nice here.
He's a kooky little freak. I guess he doesn't want to call this his new brand, but I guess it's his new project, and I'm gonna get the name of it because I think it's like
I think I have it here.
What is it called? It's called Bureau of Imagination.
Well, we can workshop that later, Francesco, but that's not gonna work. That's a mouthful.
And
that's a mouthful.
So it's the Paloma's dress is a combination of over 100 dresses from the 20s, 30s, and 40s that they put together. I just like it a lot.
Oh, that's fucking crazy, actually. I didn't realize that. That's insane.
It's 100 dresses all in one dress, which I think is like, to actually make art by doing that is like exactly the theme. She looks amazing. She killed it the whole weekend. I mean, at the pre-Met party, the Vogue pre-Met party, she wore Lumps and Bumps, Comme des Garçons, 1997, the seminal collection. The one, it's actually in the exhibition, which I previewed. Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Someone take me to church. Take me to the exhibition.
All right, Hosier, calm down. You should get hot.
Okay, well, speaking of lumps and bumps, as you said, let's talk about Cardi B.
She was there?
Yeah, she was one of my favorite looks of the night. She was dressed like a Marc Jacobs hemorrhoid, and it was working. I liked it.
Thank you so much, Jason, because this look out of all the looks is the one that's dividing the internet. We put this up at BAZAAR, and you should see the comments. People just do not get it. I got hemorrhoids, intestines.
Oh, I see this now. Okay. This is hideous. I just want to be clear now that I've got eyes on it.
I really love the pastel like color spots like on the front of her thighs, like the really interesting color play with her and her body and her skin and the lumps and her curvaceousness naturally. There's a lot of layers to her fat ass, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I like people are calling it fibroids in the comments. Listen, let me come in with my hot take. This is Marc Jacobs. This is a dress, or at least inspired by a family of dresses he did a couple seasons ago, which I don't think he ever said it was inspired by Ray Kawakubo's Lumps and Bumps, but it very clearly is inspired by Comme des Garçons. I loved it. I think Cardi, this was a Met for all the girls with body to win. It was yours to take. And like Cardi is very open about her love of a little enhancement. She knows, she openly talks about that ass being, a crafting of her doctor. And I think like to put it on display, I thought it was great. I don't think it's for everyone to understand. I think that's cool. Chris, catch up, because me and Jason are like running laps.
I know. I just, sometimes with this, and we've talked about this before, sometimes I just look at things and I just am baffled. Yeah, I don't know why I have such a physical reaction to it, but I guess that's the whole point. I'd rather it be a hate or love situation than a that's just okay situation. Exactly. Like I appreciate that for sure.
Yeah, not everyone has a taste for the absurdity.
Yes, exactly.
I want to talk about thing 1 and thing 2 from Heated Rivalry. Because Connor Storrie's fine ass looked like a PTA mom going to the fucking meeting with a blouse on. But when he had the jacket on, he looked good. And then he took the jacket off. I know you want to show off your guns, big bro, but jacket should have stayed on. I thought it looked so much better with the jacket on.
I completely disagree. That's a man.
I disagree as well.
That's a man.
You guys are fucking crazy. That ain't a man. Man don't wear. The only man that can wear a pussy bow is Harry Styles. Let's keep it 100%.
No.
With the jacket on, it made the look just regular and it wasn't bad, but it was just a regular look. He had to take it off. He did look like a female wrestler going to court with the way the sleeves were looking, but what are you gonna do?
Y'all can have him. I mean, Hudson Williams obviously looked worse. I mean, he always looks worse. That's the problem with those two.
I completely disagree. I think it was chic. I think to wear a halter neck as a guy, you gotta have arms. He has arms. He looked good. I think it was Saint Laurent. I thought he looked good. I think for your first Met Gala, it was a nice, clean look. Hudson, I don't know what's happening. The black swan makeup.
They actually said black swan makeup too. They like said that was they called Darren Aronofsky and got and
really
got it. No, I'm joking, but it is they did go on record.
No, I think they did. Yeah, and I think to echo popular culture, why are they in it? Like why?
Why?
Why is that?
I always ask why.
Hudson. I just don't think I'm understanding what I'm looking at.
I never am either. That's because he's bi. That's the problem. You need somebody to pick a side.
Okay, well, I saw a photo where it showed, like on Twitter or something, where it showed the original sketch idea versus the final look, and it looks like it could have maybe been, who was cutting this. It was their fault more than his, because the sketch looked, much better. It was sort of like when you watch
Project Runway.
Yeah, Project Runway, and then you see the final, and you're like, oh boy.
Well, this could also be a stylist issue. Somebody could have freaked it after the fact.
Exactly. There's a lot because styling wise, there's just also a lot of misses. Like the pants look too low, and there were a lot of stylistic choices. Maybe the suit alone, but I don't know, the pants looked too long on the guy. I don't know if you saw him come out of the mask, but he was in a frette robe.
I saw him in his robe thotting out yet again.
Did you like the robe look? You like the robe, is that what you're saying?
I thought it was a flex for Frette to on him stepping out, send the press release saying custom Frette gown.
No, that is cool. I agree with that.
That was a look.
I just don't really. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just think that also put a shirt on, dude. Like you're not that. The other guy is the body. That's the reality. Like the other guy's got the crazy body.
If we're gonna show tummy, let's one of the two should be doing that, and he ain't the one.
But I think Saint Laurent. I think Saint Laurent overall though had the best showing. I think Zoe Kravitz looked good. I think Kate Moss looked good. I think Charlie looked good. Like it looked good and cool, and everybody looked. I guess maybe it wasn't the biggest swings, but it felt successul overall.
Saint Laurent under Anthony Vaccarello is giving simplicity, and like whether it is the most like ostentatious crazy thing, it's clean, and all of those girls look really, really beautiful. Zoe, I mean, I always say she's a cheat code. If you make that girl look bad, it's on you. It's not on her. Right? And like she looked amazing. Kate Moss, again, another cheat code. It's never gonna be bad.
I saw Kate Moss leaving the hotel, head down walk to the sprinter. No stop for photographers. No. Do you think it's because there was a 6-pack in the sprinter and she needed a Stella, or do you think it was like do you think she was making a statement like, I've been around the block too many times, I ain't stopping for you bozos?
It's like she's cunt. It's because she's cunt. She is
cunt. I agree.
She's mother. She's just like, listen, you tired fools don't get all this clownery at the Mark with the robots and the whatever the hell was going on over there. She's like, I give you a look and I keep it pushing. and that's what she
Okay, so let's talk about nipples.
Let's do it.
If we could. What's up with the fake nipple thing? Can you give us some background on that? Because they're not wearing Skims. These are obviously, Kylie is in Schiaparelli, and so was, I don't know what Kendall's in, but they both had the nipples, correct?
Yeah. Kendall was wearing Custom Gap Studio by Zach Posen, their new creative director. We knew we were going to see a bunch of these sort of molded bustier sculpted things. It's kind of body 101 is to always do this kind of corset. We saw Hailey Bieber did it with YSL, that gold with the blue.
Kim K.
Let me ask you a question, Lynette. As a woman, have you worn something like this? How does it feel?
Have I ever? I mean, I'm pretty well endowed in that area. So I don't ever feel the need to wear a sculpted. Have I ever worn a sculpted bra situation like that, like plastic? No, I mean, I've done it in the corset area. It's entirely uncomfortable. I mean, these are probably like fit to their body. They probably aligned with something that makes it feel better. But it's not a nice situation. These girls are probably in a lot of pain. I mean, Kylie, I don't know if you've ever seen her get corseted up, but she's she's willing to lose ribs.
I haven't seen it. Do you have any videos you could share, or how does this work? Is there a password?
How does it start and how does it end, if you don't mind me asking? No, I think that the Kardashian Jenner clan are willing to do whatever it takes, and that's something we can all give them credit for, no matter what the discipline is.
Yeah, exactly.
So is it just a full coincidence that both of these people are wearing something that appears to be a Skims nipple bra? Is that just a random coinky-dink, or is there an actual connection here?
I mean, I think it's giving coinky-dink, but I mean, they're all the spawn of Chris.
Okay, Ned Flanders. Gen Z Ned Flanders ass over here. It's giving coinky-dink.
It's giving
huddy ho.
It's giving coinky-dink. But they're all the spawn of Kris Jenner, which is like body at all costs. You know what I mean? Do you remember when Kim did that Mugler with the dripping jewels, and she worked with Mr. Pearl, the famous corset maker, Mr. Pearl, who does all the corsets for like the showgirls, like famously has like something like a 20-inch waist. Like she worked with him and trained her waist to get in that dress.
Yes, I do. I do remember that.
Because the late great Thierry Mugler, that was one of the last dresses he worked on, said, "Girl, you gotta get it down."
Lynette, because I got a waist trainer from Instagram a couple years ago and it doesn't seem to be working quite the same. I still can't squeeze into the Mugler. So I need to talk to Kim about this and maybe see what I'm doing wrong.
You gotta stop being at these Depop dinners I see you at.
I barely ate at that dinner. You know
Chris,
that.
you gotta stop going to Two Boots after the dinners. Okay,
I didn't even eat anything late night after the party. All right. You guys, Emma Chamberlain, people really liked.
People loved this. This was one of our most engaged posts on BAZAAR.com. This is good for her. You know,
I like it too. I think it's a little too colorful, but it looks good. It's cool.
Do we know what it is? Let's see.
Yeah, Mugler. I think it was the best example of taking the biggest swing and having everybody be like, yeah, this is good. Like the haters and the lovers are like, no, this is working, you know, because it's a big swing.
She's going through it right now, Lynette. I don't know if you're clear, but you know, she famously the ex of role model who is now stepping out with Dakota Johnson. You know what that must do to a woman's man, that's tough, dude. That's tough. That's tough.
Let's talk about range. Your last girl was Emma Chamberlain, and now you're going out with Dakota Johnson. That's a choice.
Lynette, let me tell you something. Men, we're open. You know what I mean? If you're bad, you're bad. It's not, we ain't really, you know what I mean? Like everybody's got their tastes, of course, but bad is bad.
Well, but also, you know, role model 2 years ago versus role model now, you know.
The calls are
his
different.
Life has been upgraded, so you got to upgrade your chick too. No shade to Emma. We love Emma, but like Dakota's, you know, it's a different league.
I would say that Dakota Johnson is one of the women that men agree upon most across the board.
Yeah.
In the research that I have done.
You guys have to do this to me. You have to do the Lord's work. Why? Listen, I think the Gap ad really sent me.
You mean the Calvin Klein ad where she's writhing around in her underwear?
Klein.
Yeah, it sent all of us.
Calvin Klein. I was really like, for someone who was very on the fence about like what I was like, she looks good. She looks better than good. She looks great. But in general, why is it that Dakota Johnson really gets men all
I think because she's hot. She's very hot in a regular way, if that makes sense. Like, she's like, this is how I describe women like that. They're the best version of somebody you know, if that makes sense. It's not like they don't look crazy. They don't dress crazy. They don't do anything. They just look good. They wear jeans.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna. She has the regular chick energy, vibe, and presence, but she has the eyes. She can give you the I'm about to fuck eyes in a way that like people in that normal zone can't do. Does that make sense?
It does make sense. Who else has this energy?
Oh, that's tough. I mean, it is tough. There are several examples. I mean, I think that, and it's not girl next door. That's not what I'm saying. Girl you know or girl you could know and girl next door are very different. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I hate to bring it back to an OG, but Kris Jenner, you already know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Kris Jenner
in 89, she'll shoot you a look and you say, I don't know what it is, but I'm going to Brentwood tonight.
Yeah, exactly. I'm pulling up. Let me know. I'll call you when I'm there so you can open the gates. You know, at late night. Late night.
I'm dead.
No Drake. No Drake.
Back to Emma. I think also she was like really there repping Gen Z. Like she was there. I mean, there were a couple other people, but I think she was good. I think she tried from looking at old Google pictures of her to now, she's really going for it. And I thought it was good.
I know. I think it's good too.
Exponential growth.
We love that. Year over year. Alex Kasani in Gucci, and she did something where she like was sort of covered and then unveiled on the red carpet. I like this dress. I think it's nice.
I think it's nice. I mean, it's fitting that a stunt queen gave us a stunt. You know what I mean? It's like that's her social media persona. That is her actual persona. I've spent time with her, and I think she's wonderful. Yeah, this is good. I mean, again, want to talk about a dress that only a supermodel could pull off, completely nude up top, and then the black feathers cascading down. I mean, I think it was good. I thought it was funny on the Vogue live stream. I guess you can see her tits through the I
didn't zoom in, so I don't know. I'm sorry. I didn't know.
You could see the nipples through the see-through shirt?
You could see through nipples through the see-through shirt, and while she was talking to Lala, she's literally covering her titties with one hand and has the mic in the other. I liked that as a little
I just got out of the shower.
Yeah, I think obviously she always looks good. She is a supermodel, but to me the look was a little boring, and she got mogged by Hunter. I'm sorry. I don't know why I put them in competition with each other, but I do. And I think you all do too.
I don't think, I would like to talk about something that offended me personally, and that's another abhorrent creation by Christian Siriano. He did our girl.
Speaking of Project Runway,
he did our girl Janelle Monáe dirty. Atlanta's own Janelle Monáe came in looking like she was going to the Apple store.
I've seen this.
It looks like wires. It looks like the back of an IBM when you open the tower.
Oh, wait. This was like a juxtaposition of like organic matter and like electronic
Lynette,
parts.
this is indefensible. Don't even try.
I'm not defending this. I think it's just
She looked like a damn Aphex Twin album cover.
Real talk.
No, it was kind of giving like, you know, where you go and you like give in your like old electronic computers and cell phones.
This is electronic recycling center. Scrap pile.
It's scrap pile. Janelle Monáe must be applauded for like year after year. She goes and she does the avant-garde, right? Like she always tries to do that thing.
Well, Janelle Monáe, the thing about Janelle Monáe is she's beautiful and very talented. And unfortunately, the talent doesn't do much for me. And I think that it's hard. Like remember when she did the body reveal a couple years ago, that music video, and people were like, I didn't know Janelle was holding like this. And that was a big moment. That was a big deal for a lot of people.
But the problem is, even that, she thought that was really going to change things for her. It didn't. You know what I mean?
No, it didn't. It didn't. No, it didn't.
And it's a shame when these beautiful, talented people don't really shine the way they need to. Maybe she needs to see an ayahuasca person.
And furthermore, to be honest, it's not even flattering on her body. She's got a great body and these like exaggerated hips. It's like you can do a gag or make sure the gag actually compliments you. Like it's not flattering. Point blank, period.
Yeah.
So like, what is it?
Well, that's my big thing with a lot of this is like I think the goal should always be to look good and have it be flattering, and I think that gets lost sometimes when we're exploring a theme.
So you're saying wearing the internet router from 1997 is not
like
showing off
with
the
some
body
grass
teeth?
woven in?
Like,
it's not working.
Wearing the Chat GPT data center is not. It's not going to cut it, sadly.
I was with the Tom Brown crew at the Pierre, but Chase Infiniti was not with us because she went with Meta or something. She was getting ready somewhere else. But that dress is unbelievable, I have to say. And I am biased, but she looked amazing.
She is one of my best dresses of the night for me. Simple, giving puss in the face and the execution. She's like, all you other hoes can like scrap and like get all this data center power strip nonsense. I'm gonna just give face. It was clearly the theme, which is this Trump Lloyd effect, but done in like reds, yellows, blues. That's the best we've seen her look. Again, face unbelievable. She is so beautiful to the point I actually think it's kind of like scary how beautiful she is, but it doesn't.
It's like art.
Yeah, it wasn't just her beauty. It was really, really well done. It just was good.
Okay, well, I applaud the fact that he got all the primary colors on there and it worked. It was like clashing in a way that was positive. It's hard to do red, yellow, green, blue all in the same look, especially in a couture thing like this. But I feel like Chase is so beautiful, talented, and young, and I want her. She looked too old for me. Like she went from being America's new breakout, sweetheart actress, and now she kind of look like. For her first Met Gala, I want her to really make a meal of all of the looks instead of going straight to like dressing in your 40s.
What would you have put her in, Jason?
Great question,
girl. I am straight. I'm not the one to ask, but she just looked too old for me. Like I see a lot of young people. You get big, you get the thing, you get rolled into the brand deals, and suddenly you sort of just skip your 20s and your 30s. You skip all of those stages, and you go straight to like, I'm gonna dress like this every year forever.
I would rather her skip I'd rather her skip these stages and look like 99% of these other bitches. So I think that's the thing that happened. Because you look at Doechii, and you're like, Doechii's young too, and she went young too, Jason. You can see her whole body. She got her feet out, and that shit ain't working for nobody.
There's a spectrum, Chris. There's a spectrum between Doechii's...
Doechii, one of the worst looks I've ever seen, honestly. And I hate tatted feet. Lynette, come on. You like tatted feet?
No. I just want you to really stand by one of the worst looks you have ever seen.
Look at this.
Who is it? Who did it?
Was it Marc Jacobs?
It's Marc Jacobs. Look at it.
I'm looking at it.
The color,
Bitch, I'm looking at it.
the lack of shoes, the head wrap thing.
I don't know. I'm kind of into it.
Y'all are fucked up if you like
I don't
this.
like Doechii. I think the music is bad.
I love Doechii. I like that she's mean to her staff. Like, I like all that stuff, but this is just
I don't know. It's kind of working for me.
And I like feet out. I'm not like a foot guy, but I like to be barefoot myself, so I understand.
It reminds me of Princess Leia in Jabba's hut,
bro,
where she's giving kind of like, late 70s captive trade.
Awful.
Yeah, it's giving costume. Like, isn't she trying to be like that painting with the leg out and the hair flowing? It's like, the one with the leg,
Yeah.
Listen, do I want to dress like this? No, but I don't have her body. But it's not, is this the worst thing I have ever seen? No,
it's not the worst thing. I'm being extreme, but looking at that, I didn't like it. Let me say that. I just had a gut reaction that I recoiled.
Okay, well, last year or the year before, she had the full Louis V men's suit, a cigar, and a Louis V logo embossed on her face like a tattoo. So is that better or worse?
I'm saying, yes, she makes bad choices. That's exactly. That's a pattern of behavior at this point. You know what I mean? We got to get her checked out.
Admitting is the first step.
Exactly. What do you think about our boy Troye, Twink Troye, in the Prada with the Robert Mapplethorpe hair?
I thought this was kind of steezy and fun to just be like, I'm doing jeans. That's what I've got.
Look, as a jeans lover, the representation matters. I think it does matter for a man, gay, straight, or otherwise, to show up in these spaces and wear jeans.
I think he looked like Austin Butler at 11 years old.
Yeah, he has an incredibly young-looking face. So, but I thought it was cool jeans. He wore Prada. I think I'm into it. I'm into it to just be like, this is what I've got to give tonight.
He was dressed like Kris Jenner in 1989.
Yeah, honestly.
Stepping out, looking good. Like boots with the little denim and a leather jacket. It's all hair teased up.
I've seen a lot of leather ties lately, and I've asked people about it, and they are, in fact, harder to tie. I obviously thought that, but I was wondering if there's a trick to it. But we
verified those claims.
I could have left. I don't love a wallet chain, but that's a personal issue. All right, Katy Perry. No, I'm a Katy cat. You know that, Lynette.
I'm getting hot.
Why is she wearing?
I could already tell how she feels about that.
Why is she wearing a fencing mask on the red carpet? Especially, also her body right now. The body is crazy right now. It's fully covered, face fully covered. Is she ashamed?
We ain't getting younger.
You need to go talk to your girl, right? I am so tired of this woman's clownery, buffoonery, tomfoolery,
caucasity.
Yeah, it is a lot of caucasity, unfortunately.
It's just, what is she doing? And then I saw this picture online of her inside, and she's got a glass of champagne and the mask is fully covered. So I'm like, are you gonna open the window of this little mask and then put the champagne through the hole? Like, what is going on?
That's exactly what she's gonna do.
She's got to get a long hose, siphon it in like you're stealing gas out of a car. Okay, well, the one thing that I guess I will give her some artistic credit for is sewing in an extra sixth finger on one of the gloves as a nod to AI generated imagery. What do you think about that?
It's a long way to go for not enough payoff. It's just It's just a long way.
As my co-host Jason would say, the juice is not worth the squeeze.
The juice is not worth the squeeze.
All right, what about
long road for a short trip?
What about Bad Bunny? 10 hours in the makeup chair to show up in some Zara,
and I loved it. That's what I'm talking about. If you're gonna gag, if you're gonna do a stuntalina,
I liked it too. I think it's funny and cool.
I think it's funny and cool on like loads of levels. On the top level, it's hilarious. But when he came on the screen, myself and the team were like, "Who is that?" The prosthetics were it actually did not look like him. So kudos to whoever did that.
You're like, oh, Baz Luhrmann is wearing Zara? Crazy. Well, I would like going back to what I was saying about Emma Chamberlain about like taking a big swing. He did a lot with Zara. You know what I mean? He wasn't just like, oh, Chanel or Balenciaga or whatever is just gonna do whatever. He had Zara.
He's
and
putting
he
on
took
for
that
his,
from 0 to 100.
He's putting on for his Spanish fast fashion. You know, he's putting on. But Stevie Nicks was also wearing. But Stevie Nicks, they specifically stated, was John Galliano Zara.
John Galliano Zara.
Ichabod Crane.
But is this Ichabod? I look. Stevie Nicks is my goat. I'm gonna reserve comment.
Wait, listen. Let's put some respect. We are all too underling.
We shan't speak ill of that Babadook asshole because she's got a voice of gold. Carolyn, my wife, said that that Bad Bunny was sort of giving Mugatu from Zoolander.
Yeah, he is giving. No, he is. That's good.
He probably, maybe that's who he was shooting for because he likes Zoolander. Very funny.
And maybe not to like make it, maybe I'm being too like deep with it, but like a lot of the time in fashion we talk about, you know, a body, but it's this idealized version of a body. And for him to be like, what about the older body, motherfuckers? Like I thought it was cool. It worked on loads of levels. He's the only person who would do it. He's the only person who would make it like funny. I saw this video of him hugging Kris Jenner. He famously went out with Kendall, and I don't think she knew.
He's still hitting on the low, from what I hear. But go ahead.
Well, there you go. Fun fact, but no. And he went up to Kris Jenner, and I'm sure that she didn't know who that was.
No, she reacts. She definitely doesn't know who it is.
She didn't know who that was.
Is that you, Benjamin?
Yeah, she does. You know, I saw a picture of him this week. Also, he was running in New York, and he was wearing a full Adidas. He was wearing like a full Adidas kit with a fucking balaclava. He looked crazy, like he looked like a robber, and it was also very cool. I really liked it. I really liked his running outfit.
But was it aloe? All
Adidas. He's an Adidas athlete.
He's in Harry Styles' plate trying to get his little jogging in New York look on.
He ain't hitting the Harry times, but that's a different story.
Okay.
All right. Well, we should talk about the first family, Beyonce and her child.
She got mogged by her child.
Do you feel like you can be honest about this, Lynette, or do you have to? Are we playing political Parkwood games over here?
Listen, it doesn't. I don't even need to be political because that is my girl. They're a skeleton. What is going on?
She looked a mess. Just be honest. She looked a mess. Come on.
It's divadom. It's a divadom on a level that we are just not meant to understand as the mere mortals. Like skeleton, encrusted skeleton with feather, with headpiece, with earrings,
without enough fittings. You know, we need the look to look good from all angles on the Met Gala carpet, not just the front. Okay, we just can't have things pinned. Okay,
there's no pinnage. Okay, this is custom Olivia Roustang. She is.
Don't act like custom Olivia Roustang is a flex. Let's be honest.
It's
now.
a flex because it's about you. It's about loyalty, guys. It's about loyalty. He's dressed her for when he was out there.
The only person he's loyal to is his plastic surgeon and his hair lady. That's the only people who he's loyal to.
Yeah, Jay, I'm loyal to Marcy Projects and my plastic surgeon.
Olivier's got box braids that'll make the chicks jealous, though. You know that, Lynette.
I think this is the first time I've seen Blue Ivy look great.
Blue Ivy looks awesome.
Blue Ivy looks amazing in Balenciaga. I mean, somewhere Northwest is like, what the fuck?
Well, that's because Northwest looks like she fucking, looks like Hot Topic threw up on her and like that's child abuse the way she looks. They got to stop her from doing everything. They got to put her somewhere else.
But I mean, in the sense of like, where was her ticket? I think it was like, it's a big flex, and apparently, there's a under 18s rule of the Met that was broken for Blue to be there on the night. I mean, I think that's
Blue's close. I mean,
she's what, 15?
Kanye's
14?
kid's like fucking 11 or 12. So
I feel like Blue's like 15.
Yeah, she's probably like 15. I mean, I think she just looks cute as a button. It's like age appropriate, but I actually kind of like it's a nice dress. It's perfect for her. And then Jay in the Louis.
Damn, Blue is 14. Crazy.
Not that. They're kind of the same age.
Not that, yeah. It's so crazy that her and fucking Northwest are 2 years apart, and it seems like an adult and a child.
I forgot. Hold on. I forgot to. I saw him last night at the GQ party, and I was gagged in a bad way. Sam Smith.
Oh no. Oh no.
One of the world's worst dressers.
I saw somebody say, "Here come Jason Kelsey down the runway." I mean,
what's up with the headpiece?
It's just always a lot for so little. Like it's just it's Christian Cowan, who I believe he's in a relationship with. I think that's his partner, or their partner, I should say. It's really, really, really always not what I think that he thinks it is.
That's right. That's right. That's exactly right.
What was it like in person? You, as someone who witnessed it.
He had. I believe. I didn't want to make eye contact, but I believe that the headpiece was lowered. Like, I feel like the head top
was dressed down a little bit.
I think I think they did a wardrobe change in the limo.
Right.
He changed into his comfortable hooves.
Yeah. Put the hooves on.
My comfortable antichrist hooves.
Put the hooves on them. All right. I I love Coleman Domingo. This didn't work for me. Didn't love it. It looked like a quilt.
He looked like the standard hotel in London carpet.
I love him. I think he's great. I think he's charming. I think he's a great actor. He's great looking. He usually looks great, but this, you can't win them all.
He was kind of serving 70s game show host.
It's giving like, I wonder what the reference was, because it's like a Harlequin like outfit.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? Coleman Domingo is one of the only men in popular culture, I would say, who does anything that is relatively interesting when it comes to menswear dressing. This, I agree. I've seen sort of better looks from him.
Can't win them all. It's not a win. It's not a loss. It's just there. Let's talk about something a little more wild. Skepta's tattoo jacket.
Ring, ring, pussy.
I learned that all of his tattoos are awful, except for the Boy Better Know logo. Because he's such a cool guy. He's such a handsome, talented rapper. But even him, he's got the casino sleeve with the spinning roulette wheel, and he's got the pound symbol, the dollar signs tatted on his arms and shit.
As a person with some tattoos that I might not be super proud of, I do think that when they're kind of held up to you like a mirror in this way, I'm sure he had some thoughts about it. I'm sure he was doing some reflecting.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing at the Pierre was that his pants weren't the boiler suit. The pants were not Tom Brown. They weren't the usual cut. I think they had to make some concessions for Skepta.
Can you make it not gay?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
To me, also, like, the drawings on the front, like the London Bridge and the Boy Better Know logo and like the Union Jack flag, it's giving, and the pound sign. It's like, you're British, we know, and I'm saying this as a Brit. Like, it's a little on the nose.
You don't have. First of all, you're telling me you don't have a Union Jack tattoo somewhere? I find that hard to believe.
I mean, it looked like a tote bag that you get at like the train station.
Exactly.
I didn't know he had that is. Now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, that is a lot of tattoos, letting people know where you're from.
And also on the back, it says Skepta on his back across his shoulders, like your name on the back of your football jersey.
That's hard though. Fuck that. I'd do black big as hell on my back. That's fire.
Arsenal logo, of course.
For him to replicate all the tattoos he actually has, why didn't they just make a freaking see-through or transparent jacket and just have his tattoos on to do a version of the tattoos he has is just. Why? You're overcomplicating something that could be so simple.
Yeah, you don't have to make fashion out of the art when the art is right there.
It's right there.
Guys, do you think? Oh, so you think a rapper that's not ASAP Rocky is going to wear a see-through shirt somewhere? That ain't happening, guys.
When you're as hot as this, you should try it.
What's your relationship to Skepta, Lynette?
What does that mean?
I'm just asking. I feel like you guys might have not like I just feel like you know it.
Do you follow him on social media?
I do not. No, I actually don't follow him on social media. I will write that wrong after this taping. I mean, I grew up in East London. Boy Better Know and grime was a huge part of my growing up. Before you Americans knew what grime was, I was listening to it in my bedroom and on pirate radio. So,
shut down. Shut down.
Okay, Lynette. I don't think you realize you're talking to two guys that have been beasting the underground for decades just because we're older than you.
Beasting underground.
Mate, you're not really from the fucking ends then. I was at Fabric when you were in primary school, mate.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah,
Primary.
Oh, okay. So, but I think rappers in these cases are when it becomes. There's a few guys that'll embrace it. I feel like, and everybody else, I think it's a really tough conversation to get it to a place where everybody's happy. because it's just sort of like everything is a little gay or a little tight.
Because Rocky has the whole "I'm gonna dress like your grandma" thing kind of cornered, so other rappers are confused. I mean, the three other rappers who get invited to the Met Gala.
Yeah,
it's tough.
It is tough, and I'm you know who looks really good? What's our boy's name, Jason? The really good-looking guy with the big arms, and he's got the white. They live upstate. I think he was in he was in one of those. He wears Tom Brown a lot, but they were wearing Gucci last night. Or excuse me, they were wearing Tom Ford last night. They look so good.
Not Morgan Spector.
Morgan Spector and his they look good.
Morgan Spector, who's
chic,
one of those guys who's quote unquote straight somehow.
Oh, the one that's married to Rebecca Hall.
Yes, they looked really good.
They did look really. I really like her look. It's very simple.
If you're gonna be a gay guy that's married to a woman, at least like come with like a fierce couples look. Like that's what it's for, right?
They were one of the best couples of the night. It's got nothing to do with the theme, but it's serving puss.
That's what.
Yeah, you want them to notice you from across the bar at the Carlisle, right?
Exactly. How could you not? How
For
could you
sure,
not?
for sure.
Hit that Eiffel Tower. Okay, do you guys have a best look? A worst look?
Oh,
I'll start out.
you stop.
Condition on this one is it's because we all saw it from a bad angle, but I'm gonna give it to our girl Rachel Sennett. But then I saw it from the front and it looked really good and it was great, but it was photographed widely like from the side and the angle just made it so unflattering. I felt really bad for her. But I saw it straight on and I thought it looked cool.
So I'm sorry, is that your best or your worst? I'm confused.
Worst.
Oh.
Best? I kind of want to give it to Tiana Taylor.
No, bro, you're out of your fucking mind.
Or Kris Jenner. Kris Jenner or Tiana? Because
Kris Jenner looks like she's at the pool in Palm Springs.
She was dressing age-appropriate, elegant, older woman, something that some of these people like Lauren Sanchez should be thinking about. But Tiana, I always hate how Tiana Taylor dresses and acts, but I like that she completely covered her bodacious body with these weird metallic crystal.
It is rare for her to cover her bodacious body. That's true.
Yeah, she's always showing her fucking male stripper cum gutters and shit, and she's wearing like a fucking flapper, whatever. I like that she was like an indistinguishable orb floating through space. It was cool of her to do that.
I got it. Chase Infiniti is my best for sure. I just really liked it. I thought she looked so cool. And worst, I mean, where do I begin? I mean, I think that I gotta say Doechii. It's offensive.
Okay, that is that's really unfair.
I'll give it to Jimmy Butler as well. Of course.
Jimmy Butler doesn't. You know who I thought that Nicole Kidman and Lena Dunham had similar. There's some similarities there, and I think they both look kind of good and appropriate.
Yeah, they both look good.
Yeah, okay. Let me just come in with mine. I would say best dress is. I would say Paloma. I would say Chase. I would say Nicole Kidman. She was actually who I loved that. It's just giving mother down. Like, she just is above it all. She is the campus celebrity on the red carpet. Like, it's so good. I love it. But to say that is the same execution as Lena Dunham solely on the color?
No, I'm not saying same. I'm not saying same execution. I'm saying there are similarities on color and even the fabric.
Yeah, like sequin and feathery dark red things.
I don't think that's crazy to say, Lynette. I think anybody looks at those pictures. Obviously, they're different dresses and different people, but I think you could see the similarities between those two things.
Kidman looked amazing, especially for her age. But the dress was fine. It was kind of boring. I think Lena was taking big swings, even though she kind of bleached out the eyebrows, which is something that our girlies lets you know that they're going through something, right?
Sure.
Lynette, when's the last time you bleached the brows?
I bleached my eyebrows last in 2023. I'll send you a picture.
What was his name?
What?
Who put you through it? Who broke your heart that made you cry for help?
What's his name?
Say his name.
God, that's crazy. That's crazy because it's actually true.
And also, I feel bad.
Crazy.
I feel bad for Nicole Kidman's kid because their name is Sunday Rose Kidman Urban.
That's tough.
What a funny name.
But she's going to the Met Gala with Dior, and she's like 17, so she's
fine.
She's doing
So
it.
she's fine.
What? All right,
She's
Lynette.
fine.
Who's worse then?
You know what? I'm giving it to Katy Perry. And it's actually not even the worst. I don't think. I think if I really was scrutinizing, I'd find worse. No. Let me do it.
That's implied. We all know there's always a worse look, but there's always something attached to it.
Yeah. I'm giving it to Katy. She's just such a clown town of a celebrity. Like,
she's another person that needs an ayahuasca. She doesn't need to go to space again with her girlies. She needs to go on like 3-week ayahuasca retreat in like the Buenos Aires jungle or some shit, and then come back and be like, y'all, I'm so sorry for the last 10 years. I'm cool again.
Y'all are, man. All right, fine. All right.
What? We speak this way because we care that much, Chris.
No, I'm kidding. She deserves to get dragged for that one. All right. Lynette, it's a pleasure always to see you, to have you on How Long Gone, to just hear your beautiful voice on the microphone. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for offering your insights. They seemed less reserved than last year. We're warming you up, and we like that.
Yeah,
we're warming up.
I know.
You're starting to get the hang of this podcasting thing.
And yeah, Lynette,
I mean,
when does your podcast? How often does your podcast come out?
The Goodbye, the Harper's Bazaar podcast comes out bi-weekly. We just had Chloe Sevigny on the go. Couple more episodes this season. So
nice.
Yeah. We didn't talk about Rihanna, but it's too late now. We could talk about it in the comments.
It's best that we don't.
Yeah, I hate
to say bad things about one of my all-time goats.
We don't. Jason can't. Jason will. There's a few things Jason won't speak negatively on, and Rihanna is one of those things.
At least he knows.
All right, listen to the podcast, and they can find you all over the harpersbazaar.com website, I'm sure, as well, and in book. I mean, where can't we find you?
Lynette said. At Lynette said.
Always a pleasure.
Good to see you, Lynette. Honestly, thank you.
Bye bye.